Toys fans, my name is Kathy and you are back in the toy barn. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Just filming this while Daren is actually, you could probably hear it in the background, mowing the yard. You know, we had a lot of rain happening and this was a good time for us to kind of stay home this week and catch up on things. So I'm actually filming this right before the video that is coming out on Friday for Wednesday. So I just wanted to be able to come out here, kind of help them out a little bit and getting the process starting to not only sharing with you on what sold on eBay and Mercari, but also just a little bit of things on results, etc. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, hit the bell for all notifications because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. And of course, comments, bring them on. We love them very much and we appreciate each and every one of you that's watching. So as we said in the last video or two, we've had some motions to where things have been steady sales wise, kind of picking up, kind of going down. I think there was like a day and a half that it kind of like went dry on us a little bit. Didn't really scare us. As you guys know, we're kind of all used to that on eBay when things kind of get a little to the point where they kind of slow down somewhat and you know, for a few hours, and then you find out from other YouTube resellers, they're standing right there with the mowing, you know, you find out from other YouTuber resellers that hey, they were having the same issues and problems too, where it was kind of crickets going on, and then of course it picked right back up. So we just continue to list, do what we do. We've got you know, where we constantly go to the board, Daren does, and writes down what he had listed that day. And then of course he's a doll, but he usually before the evening writes down what I list as far as amounts. We're not really looking at, you know, writing down how many items we listed. We kind of go back and forth and talk to each other about it, but really we just basically put the money wise on there, and it's been very consistent. So far every day this month I've actually listed, so I'm excited. I'm hoping to be able to list this evening. You know, we try to give Daren a couple of days off in the weekend, so you know, sometimes he'll come and list, but he works on eBay a lot, you know, during out the week, Monday through Friday. So try to give him a little break, get to do things like outdoor stuff, and you know, whenever we do trips and pallets and all that, and give him a little room to breathe. But working with the pallets last week, I was able to kind of help him along, since there's times where during, especially on my office days and Tuesdays and Fridays, that I'm not very much of a help when it comes to the listing part. So, but anyway, it looks like that right now, as of I'm looking while we're recording, that it seems like that we are kind of sort of at our $8,000 listing goal. We're at 1/4 of the way there, and yes, we're about 1/3 of the way through the month, so that's not too bad. But we're listing a lot of small dollar stuff. For instance, things that are $5.99 or less. Daren's doing hero clicks that can be $5.99 or less. If we're doing paper products, things like that, it can be less. Napkins, party supplies, stuff like that. Sometimes if you have clothing that are t-shirts that they usually run $5 or $6, that can be less. So last month helped out when Daren had bought a coin he was able to kind of put the hundreds up, so you were able to go pretty quickly. So right now, considering that we have over $2,300 on up to at this point right now for this month, that is pretty good considering all of the items. So we're going to try, and Daren said that we are going to try to write down how many items we list comparable to the money amount, kind of see where we're at as well, just for our purpose, just for sales results. Do you guys write down stuff like that? How much you've listed, how many items, what the money was, etc.? Just let us know in the comments below. Of course, we also write down whenever we make a sale as well, and write that down for tax purposes, etc., etc. All of that, where it sells from and all of that. So just let me know if you guys do the same thing, just to see where you're at in the listing phase. All right, so we are going to share with you 12 items. So Poshmark, where are you, right? It's been a few days since they've actually put out some sales. Did everything y'all do if you have a Poshmark account with following, sharing your own items, sharing others' items, all of that. So it's been a little bit quiet for a few days. However, eBay and Mercari, like I said, have been pretty steady. So we're gonna share that with you real quick. And so thankful to be able to be in the toy barn today. It's a little bit cooler, kind of makes it really nice in here to where, you know, we can do this in the toy barn. We love our toy barn very much. And hopefully one of these days we're going to also expand it as well, or maybe get a whole new area, maybe make this the office area, get some drywall in here, and then maybe expand to a bigger building on a property that's next to us that's available for sale. So that is the goal, right? It's the goal to get there. All right, so we are going to look at, let's start with Mercari. All ready? All right, so we're going to do this without Daren, but I know we can do it because we've done it right. Try to give him a little bit of a break, a little bit of room while he is doing the yard. All right, so the very first thing we've got here, Daren's been selling records, guys. Lots of nice records that he got at a yard sale. Actually, it was an estate sale. We were doing yard selling at the time, but this was a particular estate sale that he picked a bunch of these up. So this is the Mary Martin as Peter Pan. This is from RCA Victor Records with Cyril Richard. And this lovely record sold to I think the name is Trenton. Hi there, Trenton, for $9.99 plus shipping to boot. Thank you so much, Trenton, for that. The cover's pretty good. The inlay, the sleeve was really well. Very nice. And yeah, going out to you in the AM, made sure that we kind of depicted wear, things like that, especially since this is a much older record. And wonderful. We've been continuing selling vinyl records, either the small ones or the big ones, and we're super thankful for that. And we still have some to list, so we are moving onward with that. I try to help Daren with that as much as I can. It's a new venue for us. This is the first year we have ever sold, or not sold, this is the first year that we've bought vinyl records to list and everything, and yeah, it's been doing really well. All right, so the next up that we have here, sold this last night. I'm sorry to the man that purchased this. For some reason, and me and Daren have talked about this in other videos, for some reason the shipping for this was running about $13.60, and the guy goes, "Hey, I would have bought it, but your shipping, wow." And I looked at it, it was like, oh goodness, there must have been a snafu or something where the weight kind of got snaked in. Sometimes with Mercari it kind of flips around, especially when they work on the site. So I edited that, made sure it was ground advantage, that was exactly the weight this was, let him know, hey, sorry guy, I did revise the shipping part of it, you are good to go. And within an hour he came back and bought it, so very thankful for that. So this is a set of various G.I. Joe Cobra vehicle base parts, lot A, and this was in the parts tote. And this lovely parts bag is going out to Riley. Hi, Riley, for $3.60. Amazing. Daren had about $4 on this. We took a teeny tiny discount, maybe about 40 cents. But these are a lot of parts that Daren got in a huge lot amongst accessories and other G.I. Joe figures and so forth. So very nice. A deal for Riley and a deal for us as well. So going out to you. Thanks so much, Riley. All right, and looking at Mercari, and I believe we've got, do we have one more? Yes, we do. We got a Transformers. This was the very first that we got at a 12 sale, so we found this one pretty quickly during our slow 24 hours that we had this week. This is the 2002, and I didn't know I had a second one, but I did. 2002 Hasbro Transformers Armada Blur vehicle. Very nice. I believe it's complete and very put together. And this loose blur is going out to Laura. Hi there, Laura, for $11. Very beautiful. Again, I'm so thankful. I sold one of these blurs not too long ago, maybe about a month or two ago. So to see this again is very nice. This is the last one that we have in stock, and I'm sure if Daren gets any more Transformers lots somewhere, somehow, you'll be seeing them again. We actually have a lady that should be contacting us late summer, early fall, that has got a G1 Transformers by that that I believe her son has had, and she'll be giving us a phone call. So we're going to be excited to be a part of that. So thank you so much. We appreciate that. Okay, Laura, and that was all of Mercari. Then we had a bunch on eBay, and right before I come out here for this recording, we got even another sale that I'll find, but we won't talk about it until the next video. All right, and this one here, I like this. I think my granddaughters have watched this Disney movie. They are Disney super fans here. This is from the Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet series. It is the Power Pack collectible figure toys, set of 6. You get the 6 figures there. It is a Target exclusive, which makes it nice. I think we got this at I believe this came from one of our original pallets, one of the first ones we bought. This is going out to AJ. Hi there, AJ. And it sold for $29.99. Not too bad. Again, came from a pallet buy, so considering, paid about $4.50 and selling it for $29.99. Very, very awesome condition this is. So very good, especially if you're wanting to get those exclusive figures. Going out in the AM. And then next, I believe this one here, this lady was going to buy a couple more off of me, but she said she wanted to try this one first, and maybe we'll buy a couple more later for, I believe it's her dog, her collie. So this is the Yugo Mini Kids Rainbow Playground Ball 22-inch round. And again, we have 2 of these rainbow ones left. We also have some more different soccer-like ones in other colors if you are interested. And this is going out to Tammy. Hey, thanks Tammy so much. For $3.59. Not too bad. As you know, if you go into Target, these roughly run about $3 before tax. So makes it very nice. Really, really pretty. And was part of our pallet buy that we did last fall. So thank you, Tammy, going out in the AM. All right, and then from Disney Doorables, this was another part of a pallet buy that we got last year. This is from the Disney Doorable series. My granddaughter Adeline loves the Disney Doorables. So hey, Adeline, if you're watching. This is the Disney Doorables Stitches Surf Shack plus 1 mystery figure, and it was on the Atom shelf. And it's going out to Diane. Hey there, Diane. Thank you so much. For $10.39. You don't often see the Lilo and Stitch Doorables, at least in my area. I've seen many more of the different ones, but as you know, it has a little house, has little figures, and there's a surprise inside. But this one that we had found, maybe it was in another region in the palette, who knows, but we're glad to have had it and sending it out to Diane. Thank you so much. And then this guy, Daren, had just listed, I believe a week or so ago, and we found out while we were searching for it and looking through our eBay store, we found out that we have a second one. Didn't know that we had a duplicate, but this is the one that he had just listed. And this is the 1994 Hasbro G.I. Joe Street Fighter Guile Collector action figure, and we've had it in the G.I. Joe tote, of course. And it's going out to Armando. Hey there, Armando. Thank you so much for $13.58. And I think he had asked for a little tiny slight offer, and we took it. And really, really nice. This came from a buy that Daren did locally where his mom lives. And picked it up. Great buy, great find. So going out to you in the AM, Armando. And this guy has been with us for quite a while. But he is going out in the AM. This is one of our original listings that we started off with when we started doing toys. This is the 1986 Kenner mask. You guys are you 80s kids? Have you ever, 70s kids too, have you ever watched Mask? If you're a guy, a little boy at the time, and watched the Mask show. I know my brother-in-law, one of my brother-in-laws, it's one of his favorite shows he watched on TV during the 80s. But this is Matt Tracker. And they're very tiny. If you notice, the figures are just super, super small. So it's going to go easily in a very small box, as small as I can get. Some people put it in a bubble mailer, but I'm telling you, we had just too many crazy things happen putting action figures like this in a bubble mailer and having it, you know, be damaged or anything. So I always bubble wrap it and put it in a 6 by 6 by 6 cardboard box just to make sure it is protected. But this is Matt Tracker Collector action figure from one of the odds and ends totes, going out to Lewis. Hey there, Lewis. Thanks so much for $13. Really, really nice. All right, and from the Star Wars series, David thought it was a good idea to use the 15% off Madcap Mayday coupon. I thought that was a great idea too. One of the newer figures that we had purchased recently within the last 12 months. David, this is the Hasbro Star Wars Retro Collection Han Solo Hoth 3 3/4 inch action figure. Again, he used the coupon. David, thank you so much. And it sold for $21.99. Thank you so much for that. A lot of action figures today, right guys? Loose as well as carded. And then it seems like it's been consistent. And like Daren told me earlier when I texted him while I was at the office, he goes, good. Whether it came from a new palette or a palette that we had for, you know, about 6 to 8 months, whatever works, right? So this is one of the ones that came from one of the palettes that have been, you know, that we listed about, I'd say about 8 months ago. This is from, of course, Target brand. It's A New Day, brand new with tag if you can kind of see it. A New Day women's orange sleeveless A-line sundress. Really, really pretty, really vibrant. Size medium, and it's going out to Shelly Ann. Hey there, Shelly Ann. For $6.49. Now, again, the reason why you could, I mean, if you were to went out and bought it at the time that it was sold, actually in Target about a year ago, you can see that it was tagged for $29.99. You would say, Kathy, how come you sold a dress for $6.49 when you could have got $29.99? The reason being, Daren and I, as you guys know, had purchased a nice, huge Target palette. They call it a Gaylord palette, where it's kind of, what it means is that it's opened up where you can kind of look in, kind of see what you're kind of sort of getting. And because that we've have, you know, older palettes that we've had, when I say older, it's not that old, but maybe about 6 to 8 months, you still have some and you're selling them, but it's just not a super, super fast pace. So, you know, I thought this lady, I think had contacted me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to still make profit and, you know, cover what I spent and all that stuff. So it's a great idea to be able to kind of move it. And I only had one of these sundresses, so it worked out perfectly. So when you go out with the old, you bring in the new, you got to have more spots for the new, right? Exactly. And then next up, this kind of happened, I think, this morning while I was at the office. Really nice from the Berry Buy. We're still selling stuff from the Berry Buy. This is really, really in good condition card-wise, too. There's slight bends in the back, but you're going to get that if people, you know, kind of, I mean, being 23 years old plus, if they've kept it out in the heat or anything like that. 2001 new mint on card Hasbro Planet of the Apes Actar 6-inch collector action figure. And Cade also took advantage of the 15% off coupon. Going out to Cade. Hey there, Cade, for $15.98. Very nice for a figure that's, you know, almost going on 24 years old here. So beautiful, nice, and going out to Cade and the AM. Thank you so much. And lastly, I still have 14 of these. So if you're already starting to seek to add to your gift closet and you have a child or grandchild, niece or nephew, or not nephew, but grandchild or niece, I mean, nephew could probably wear it maybe, that is, you know, they're needing some pajamas, this is the way to go, because, you know, this has been, if you see in the plastic, it's 2-piece set, brand new tag. Target never took it out of the bag, which means it never got hung up on the racks at all. It's still folded in the back as if, right? And in beautiful, beautiful, brand new condition. And it looks like it would have retailed if it had the ability to be out for $17.95. So we still have like I said, 14 of these. And so it sold still to me at a really, really good price. Burt's Bees Baby Toddler Girls 2-piece organic cotton pajama set, white size 3T. Very nice. Going out to Jess. Hey there, Jess. Again, 14 available left for $11.67. So I believe Jess got roughly about 15% to 20% discount on that. But again, selling it for $11.67 made not only the money that we put into it, but also profit back plus for 150% markup. Going out in the AM. Thank you so much, Jess. So I believe that is all of our 12 items, guys. Again, for me recording this is on the weekend, but you will see this one on Wednesday. But wanted to kind of shout out these. Like Daren and I have said a million times, we appreciate each and every one of you that trusted Madcap Toys for buying off of us and being a part of us. Also want to shout out to Lonnie and Candace at Shed Flips. Thank you for being a sponsor for this channel. We appreciate you guys and all that you do for us. And just wanted to share that if you would like to sponsor our channel, or if you have a business that would like to sponsor our channel, let us know, direct message us, and we would love to be a part of it. Or you can go ahead to the join on our channel and be able to join. So we have 3 different categories of subscription and what we will share with you in that subscription. So would love to have you be a part of that. That's all I basically have, guys. I believe in a few minutes one of our videos is going to air, so I'm going to cut it off for now. But until next time, guys, thank you so much, and bye-bye.